My name is Richard Steinke, and I am the CEO of Windsail Receptor Inc. Windsail Receptor has invented a wind turbine technology which is more efficient to operate and less costly to build than any known competitor in the wind energy field. The design of the blades allows more torque for energy power, which initiates less cost per kilowatt hour. In fact, the Windsail Receptor turbine is so proficient that it can compete against coal or gas technologies in the cost per kilowatt hour. Current windmills have 2 or 3 blade system where most of the wind passes between the blades without effect. It is inefficient in capturing the motor forces of the wind. So here's a good example of what's out there in the marketplace today. As you take a look, 3 blade, looks almost like an airplane propeller, but 85% of the wind passes through it. It's not utilizing the motive forces of the wind. So, the design of the blade does not lend itself to be structurally sound either as a windmill blade. But the high winds create a racking motion which causes a deformity of the blade. The material of the blade is also in question. Being made of fiberglass and or graphite composite material, the blades are more vulnerable to cracking in high wind and made brittle by the ozone. Also, the adhesives used to glue the layers together create the resins, which are extremely environmentally dangerous compounds. So, in a large windmill, you have anywhere between 55 to 65 layers of this material. And it's very dangerous in manufacturing, very dangerous in use, and extremely dangerous, environmentally dangerous in recycling. The design of the blade is causing a very high-pitched noise to resonate ever louder as developers increase the size of the windmills. So you have decibel on a small windmill at 20 to 25 miles an hour, you have 60 decibels of noise. And in a large windmill, a megawatt and higher, you have over 100 decibels. So the existing windmill technology also has become very expensive to build and to maintain. And the higher you go, the more expensive it is to build and maintain. Because of its theoretical limit of efficiency, a totally different design is needed in the marketplace. The design of the blades causes the death of birds either by being struck by the blades as they try to go through that area of the blades, that wind pattern, or by the sucking of the air out of their lungs as they pass through the blades, because you have a corkscrewing motion of the wind pattern as it goes through the blades. So this actually draws the air right out of their lungs. So I have cited several problems with the existing technology. So, of course, when you have these kind of problems, you got to always have a solution if you think that, you're going to change that or replace the existing technology. So our solution is this. We have an ideal solution is to capture more of the wind as it passes over the blades, just like this. Windsail Receptor has a design which allows very little wind to pass between the blades. Therefore, its system captures the motor forces of the wind. The design of the Windsail Receptor blades is structurally sound, even in high winds, which, when they occur, stiffen the blades for maximum performance. The material of the blade, of all of our blades, is proprietary to Windsail Receptor. They're made out of polyurethane and can handle high and low temperatures without creep or cracking. The abrasion resistance is also much better than a composite. And these are our materials. This is polyurethane, this is a red tone, see-through, this is blue for the sky, this is green for your vegetation. So not only, and it's a see-through type material, or it can be a solid, but it lends itself, it blends itself into nature and lends itself to being really a windmill material for blades. And then of course this is the desert tone, light brown, desert see-through, which we are presently putting on to a very much larger unit at the present time, which we'll report later next month on the results of that, which is going to be, we believe, equal to a megawatt. The design of the wind sail receptor's blades also does not cause noise in a low or high winds. They also stay in true alignment when in use, which is very important. Their blades have a racking motion. These stay in total true alignment because the wind forces are equalized over all four blades equally. They are not equalized on their big blades and how far they are apart. So they really work with the wind much better than the existing technology. Wind sail receptor system is a direct drive system. It's smaller, lighter, stronger, and more durable and efficient than the current technology. Because of its smaller, more efficient size, the wind turbine is less costly to build and to maintain. Wind sail receptor's blade design also allows the birds to fly away from the blades at a 45-degree angle. When the wind comes through this system, and let's say birds are following it, it's going to come off these blades. So there's no killing, chopping motion of the blade. And of course, they're coming off in all directions in 360 degrees. They're coming off in flowing out at the 45-degree angle. So they're not really running into the blades as they would in with the three-bladed system today. Wind sail receptor has spent 2 years trying to find the right generator to match our blade design. We tested a few different kinds of generators. We have discovered, though, that our needs required an extremely low RPM permanent magnet generator, which is not really built in the United States. They're all more high RPMs. This took us to visit foreign countries where we found the understanding to our technology and the development of generators to match it. We have located, installed, and tested a new low RPM, highly efficient generator. This generator, along with our blade design, allowed us to synchronize the load to our torque numbers. By doing this, we more than doubled the original output in energy with the same mile-per-hour wind speeds over the other high RPM generators. The matching of the generators to our blade design will allow wind sail receptor to maximize energy output and allow the company to make windmill technology highly efficient. The three-dimensional design of the wind sail receptor incorporates significantly more direct wind surface area than other wind energy platforms. This improved surface area creates a substantial increase in torque and a smaller but more efficient design. Likewise, the self-adjusting generator maximizes torque usage by automatically regulating RPM based on prevalent wind speed. By intelligently monitoring and metering variable backflow resistance from the generator load, the wind sail receptor is able to maximize energy output in virtually all wind conditions. The business plan of wind sail receptor is this. We're going to end up with 3 small windmills, a 3-foot diameter system, a 6-foot diameter system, and a 12-foot diameter system. The 3-foot diameter system will be able to do sailboats and small cabins, small homes. The 6-foot diameter system can do a medium to a large size home, and the 12-foot diameter system will be able to do small industrial manufacturing plants and small commercial type buildings. Then we are going, and today we are building a large unit, 30-foot diameter system, in order to size towards the 1 megawatt. So we will have that up within the next few weeks, and testing will continue through the month of March of 2011 this year. We will then know the sizing for our megawatt and go into production with that, the larger unit. The megawatt, what we want the megawatt to be able to do is be a megawatt of power at 25 mile per hour wind. At 35, it's going to deliver 2 megawatts of power. And at 43 miles an hour, it's going to deliver 3. And by 47, 48 miles an hour, 4 megawatts of power. So it's a very powerful technology. We need the generator capacities to match that. Windsail Receptor's plan is to market the most efficient and durable windmill in the world. To do this, a company must have the proper blade design with the proper materials in the blade to withstand the elements of nature. Windsail Receptor and management team believes they have found the solution with their new design. Also, management has solved the problem of blending its design to all existing landscapes. It is very important that when you invent a product, you do so with the consideration of the environment. Windsail Receptor has accomplished this with its proprietary design and material selection. Now, I think we should go downstairs and we'll take a look at our 6-foot unit in operation, and I'll give you an explanation of some other parts of the technology that we have not discussed here presently.